No, I'm obviously very lucky to be able to ride my father's horses, and you know, when I look back at some of the videos of me when I started off riding, I don't know how he put me up on some of them, but to be able to listen to my father, to have my father there kind of as a coach, and my mother, who was a champion lady rider, that's a great advantage, you know, that I can come home and sit down and watch a race, and Dad will tell me that I messed up there, or sometimes he says I did it right, not a lot, but usually he'll tell me what I did wrong, and that's great to be able to improve like that.
It's the stable companions having a great battle. Diego Garcia on the near side heads Navajo Chieftain, and running up towards the finish, it's Diego Garcia and Patrick Mullins win the Havasnack.
Diego was my first winner in Limerick, and then ran in the Havasnack in Tralee. My father had told me he'd won it, but it took him about 20 years to win it. So to win that race first time, I got a bit of a kick out of that, you know, one up on Dad, which is hard to do. I got a good kick out of it because I got to go back to school that night, and because it was kind of a big race, there was a picture in the paper the next day which kind of gave my riding career as such a bit of a boost in the school's eyes, that they saw that I wasn't just kind of messing around, that it was something kind of serious, which helped because it was a boarding school, so to get out of school was kind of a big deal. Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to college, and then my mother told me that when Ruby broke his leg when he was 18 or 19, that he'd spent 2 or 3 months with his girlfriend up in Dublin when she was in college, and he said it's something he'd love to have done. So I said I'd give it a go, and we ended up doing equine business in Maynooth. And I did it because it had a bit of business which appealed to me. I liked business in school, and you know, I was lucky enough that I know about horses. I could learn about horses at home, so to learn about a bit of business in college was fun. And I had the 3 best years of my life. I'd really be surprised if I ever have as much fun in another 3 years.
They start up the straight. Cousin Vinny now makes his bid for home.
Going to Cheltenham, I was 18, and I didn't know which horse I was going to ride until 2 or 3 days before. Dad, in typical fashion, was keeping his cards close to his chest. But then he told me I was riding Cousin Vinny, and I was delighted with that now because he'd been doing some great work. And it was one of those days where everything went right. And it took forever to get up the hill. I just remember thinking, I only hit him 2, I put down my wig, I was just trying to keep him straight, keep him going, and eventually we got over the line. I'm not sure I really appreciated it at the time.
Cousin Vinny wins from in second place, Corski Royale.
We got a great reception in the winners' enclosure, and I had a lot of my friends, you know, all my family were there. My grandfather wasn't there. It was the only person who was missing, was the pity.
If he never does anything else in his career, at least he can say he had a winner in Cheltenham. And I got as big a kick as he did out of it, I'd say.
Mentally, Patrick is very sharp. He's very, very aware of his surroundings, very aware of where he's going in a race. And you know, as he's got older, he's got a bit tougher. But I guess when he was younger on Cousin Vinny, all right, he was a bit green. But now he's a man. He's a lot harder to beat.
Ruby always says it's about getting on the right horses, and I'm obviously very lucky that I'm my father's son and I get to ride his horses. And I'm aware of that, and I appreciate that a lot. I hope to stay light enough to keep riding for as long as I can. And my dad rode till he was 40, but I don't know if I want to do that. But I'm enjoying it at the minute, and probably training in the long term. You know, I mean, Dad trains, and Tom and Tony and Mags, all my aunts and uncles train, and I've been around horses all my life, so why not put that into use? So I'm not in no rush to go training now.
I'm delighted he got his course in college, and that'll stand him in good stead. And you know, that's something that he can always turn to. But I think he wants to do horses. You know, I think he probably he was a born trainer. I think you know, he's having a fantastic time at the moment riding, but I think he will really enjoy training, and I think that's the way he's headed.
He's quiet. He wouldn't say much what he's getting up to. He's got a really good nice guy act going on, but I think everyone's copping on to that now, and Katie can kind of see by that, and she still likes him, so he must be doing something right.